Hello, all my amazingly beautiful zodiac family and friends. My name is Libra Empress, and we are going to be doing the rest of your signs. Thank you so much for being patient with me. You know, I'm not going to wait for Dean to get out of school. We're going to start with Gemini and go from there all the way to Sagittarius. Alright. Alright, let's see what's going on with my beautiful gems. I'm like super far away. God bless me with really short arms and legs. It was more of a cosmic joke. He's had me laughing for 31 years. Anyway, for you, I've got 3 piles: past, present, and possible future. Remember, when we get to the future, that is not set in stone. It can change anytime you so choose it. Alright? That is what's so beautiful about free will. Okay, past energy, my beautiful gems, tells me that you were celebrating, but it was kind of, and okay, I feel that you were celebrating something, right? But then bickering started, and you had a tower moment, and it has a lot to do with having a dysfunctional family. Now you wanted to end the situation to begin something new, and you've been dealing all this time with a lot of toxic energy, like someone who's verbally abusive to you. I see that here you, with the 4 of Swords, it basically, you were defeated, you went back, and you licked your wounds. Alright? With the Page of Chalices, there's a lot of emotional drama. Definitely a lot of emotional drama. You were hesitant to change a situation. And you were feeling as if you were under attack and you needed to stand your ground. Currently, I see that you're working your ass off, right? You had you had come to a rash conclusion. Does that make sense? So you accuse someone of something real fast. And yet, you know, you had the option to leave or move on from a troubled relationship and or a situation, but you chose to stay and stick it out because you were trying to use your head and your heart in regards to the situation, or are, right? And you're seeking the truth, you're gaining clarity. Definitely are. But you're also dealing with a hostile environment. Not to mention with justice in reverse. Oh man, you're having a lot of legal difficulties right now. But it's your destiny. It's definitely your destiny to go through what you're going through. Because, I mean, you are feeling very isolated, like, and alienated. Maybe it's time that you go into hermit mode and know that your energy needs to be kept for you. All right, you need to figure out your value, or know that your value is much higher than what everybody else puts you under. Now you're dealing with a Queen of Wands who is very easily bored and is a bit of an attention whore, craves and demands attention. Right? It's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. In your possible future, I see that you're releasing all that mental baggage twice. Moving to calmer water. Saying, fuck you later, alligator. But at the same time, you're feeling as if you're dealing with someone who you're incompatible with, right? Could be a Gemini. Yeah, see, you're gonna have a deep-seated betrayal. But it's not gonna stop you from gaining teamwork and collaborations. You're closed off, or you're gonna be closed off from your intuition, because you're gonna be out of touch with it. Yeah, because you're juggling. You're definitely juggling this toxic energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn as well. Yeah, but a lot of it has a lot to do with grief, a loss of a loved one, and or situation. And it has a lot to do with your established situation being very unstable. The bottom of the spread tells me that you are dealing with the devil in reverse. Obviously, right? This is recognizing your personal vices and wanting to detach from them. You're stuck in your head, afraid, raging against fate, and feeling alienated. I'm sorry that you have to go through this. Alright. You have a wonderful day, my beautiful, beautiful gems. We're going to move on to Cancers. So, I guess I should write that down, huh? That tapping is the tapping of the ghost of a broken sink. Alright. Sorry, it's going to be a minute. I've got to reshuffle all my cards. Let's start with the big deck. Cancers. I'm totally low energy. Sorry. I guess that's just who I am. Just a mellow yellow. Okay, feeling overexposed. All right. Let's see what's going on. My beautiful Cancers, past, present, possible future. Remember when the future, when you get to it, remember not set in stone. All right. So you feel as if you are unable to contemplate someone, or maybe so someone wants to get an apology, be forgiven, right? It could be you or it could be someone else because this is past energy. So you're not even attempting to contemplate this, if that makes sense. You weren't. The Seven of Wands in reverse tells me that you're giving in, backing down, and compromising your position. You were. You're dealing with very passionate fire sign. I see that you were juggling, definitely juggling, and yet you still were looking to the fact that you were dealing with a very peaceful, content family. And yet there was always this inner conflict that's been bugging you. See, you were wanting to end a situation to begin something new, a new passionate beginning. And you had the courage and you were going for it because of this lover that you had. But it seems that there was someone there was someone who wanted to be a part of your relationship, either on your side or your partner's side. Currently, your energy tells me that you're dealing with some mental illness. You're depressed, sad, or you know someone who is. They're very irresponsible. And yet you're trying to cooperate, gain progress. And while doing that, you're still grieving the loss of a loved one and/or situation. You have two people watching over you. The High Priestess in reverse, you're feeling as if you're out of touch with your intuition. And yet you're trying to find balance between your heart and your head. You know, very wisdom, caring, water sign. But then you're stuck in your head right now. Very stuck in your head. And it has to do with these choices that you've got to make. See, you're being strung along here by the Page of Pentacles. Being strung along for a new beginning, and you're afraid to take it. Because what if, and you're definitely double Eight of Swords stuck in your head, feeling like a victim, and someone's watching you. Afraid that if you take the wrong step, you'll end up in the wrong direction. Are you, do you possibly have Libra in your, That's so weird that I'm bringing this up. Is it a possibility, Gems, or Cancer? I'm sorry. You're dealing with a Gemini too. But Cancer, is it a possibility that you have Libra in your chart? Because you're really fucking stuck in your head and afraid of making a choice. It's like someone's energy is lingering on you, right? Could be a past person. Huh. You're definitely stuck in your head. Possible future tells me that you're feeling incompatible, and yet you're wanting to come at something from a new approach in regards possibly to your love life. You're hesitant and unclear about what you are doing. Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. Feeling as if your ambition is weak. And yet there's teamwork, collaborations. And yet you're unsatisfied with your social relationships. But yet you're in love. Possibly with a King of Wands. Fire sign. And someone who's an entrepreneur. Self-reliant. But while you're dealing with that, you're also dealing with the Queen or King of Swords energy. So you could be feeling as if you're mentally unprepared for a new beginning. But this person, this fire sign that you're with, if you're with the fire sign or they have fire in their chart, they're going to be very generous and loving because they're upright. If they were not upright, they'd be an attention whore and very toxic. Bottom of the decks tell me that you're feeling overexposed, not as happy as you want, and yet you're dissatisfied and bored. And yet you have divine gifts, but you're not seeing them. See, you got the Death card here. The end of one situation, the beginning of something new. Another divine gifts card. Two, yeah. Well, shit. Maybe, after I get done with you 7 signs, maybe I'll do a you versus them live. I don't know. Have the energy. Hot damn. Alright, I hope that this helped you, my beautiful Cancers. I'm going to move on to Leo's next. You have a wonderful, beautiful day, alright? Hello, my beautiful Leos. I've got to shuffle all these. Sorry, you got to hear me shuffle. I'm a slow shuffler today. I'm always a slow shuffler. That's my life in a nutshell. Being super slow-mo. I was watching Haunted on Netflix while I was waiting to get back to you guys. And I saw some episodes that pissed me off about some ghosts. Because they have like season 3 out, right? So I'm like, I don't know if I'm like the 4th episode in or what. But it's just like, I'm not okay with the deceased torturing live kids. Or even kids being hurt in general. That shit pisses me off. I'm over here like, oh man, you're lucky I'm still alive, because when I die, I'm coming for you, you fucker. You old fucker. My son's looking at me like I'm a fucking whack job. Okay, Mom, whatever you say. I am a whack job. That kid got out of bed and fucking all these tackle things on the floor. I don't understand why the kid didn't get rid of the fire truck in the first place. I would believe my kid if a fucking ghost was fucking with him. I believe him the first instant he went, Mom, there's a ghost. I'd be like, oh yeah? I'm gonna kick his ass. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna be like, what's his name from Ghost Defenders or whatever, where he's like, let's call out a ghost and get him angry. No, but you know what I mean. It's like, the other day we were watching this new show on Netflix. It was a cartoon, like, something, the Mitchells versus something. I don't know if it was like machines or something. But like the end part where the little boy's getting captured, his mom goes batshit crazy and starts beating up the robots, and then they start running from her. This one's nuts. She's still kicking their ass while she has her kid on her shoulders. Hold on, kiddo. I turned to my kid, that's me, alright, except for they wouldn't be living. Oh, okay, enough of my stories. Well, I mean, I guess that's all we got to pass time, huh? Since I'm slow as hell at this. Oh, okay. You're on the move, I see, I see. And yet you're thinking of the past person. Or clinging to the past. Thinking about brighter days. Your sign always reminds me of the sun. It's so warm. Or it reminds me of the lion from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I think his name was like Az. I don't know. Something with an Az. I don't want to butcher his name. I haven't watched it in forever. I better get my kid into that. I'm going to start with Garbage Pail Kids from the 80s first and work our way up. I was gonna throw on The Grudge the other day. Or Ju-on or something, right? And I was like, ooh, this would scare my kid. And then I thought about it and I'm like, okay, wait, we gotta work his tolerance up. We better start with 80s horror. You know, the cheesy kind. He picked out Chucky. Chucky's funny. Damn dolls. I should get him into the other doll one. The one where, it's like the Puppet Master. Oh, man. Ooh, or he'd love Tales from the Crypt. Maybe. I don't know. Gotta get him away from YouTube. It's get him away from YouTube and all the adults playing with kid toys. my little sister, she told me she wanted to. Hi, Ira Dada. It's nice to see you too. My little sister, she told me like 10 years ago she wants to play with toys on YouTube, and I told her that's not a real thing and that's lame. And then as my kid starts watching YouTube and I watch it with him, I'm like, hot damn, they're making bank. Look at Ryan. What the shit? So I went back to her and she's, I don't know how old she was. I mean, she's like 20 because she was born 5 months before 9/11. And I went to her and I'm like, you should start playing with toys again. She's like, what the hell? She's like, no. Too old now. I'm like, well, damn. My aspirations are high. All right, my beautiful Leos, let's get going. Past, present, possible future. Remember, the future is not set in stone. So if you don't like it, you can say, fuck you later, alligator, and skip that shit and go to something else. Just check this out. Think of it like, let me think how I'm going to put this. I'm coming off weird now. Grandmother Willow. You know who that is? From Pocahontas. She like dips her willow branch into the water and it kind of ripples off, right? Well, one little thing can change everything. Okay, so that's why I say the future's not set in stone. If you don't like it, then you can avoid it. I mean, there are certain things like you can't avoid your death unless you want to become a cast member of Futurama and have your head put into a pod thing and then be half robot. Anyway, past energy tells me you had many options, many choices, right? And then you're being manipulated. Yeah, someone was manipulating you. They were deceiving you, stealing from you, sabotaging you, deceiving you in one way or another. Not to mention there was a strings attached situation. So if you had sex with someone, they might have been trying to get you knocked up. Huh. That was weird. Never bring that stuff in here. See, you're stepping into the King of Wands energy, where you're wanting to start something new. Maybe you have gotten pregnant by someone, or gotten someone pregnant by accident. Huh. Anyway, you're wanting to be an entrepreneur, right? Self-reliant. But you are also all work and no play. It's got to be exhausting. I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't play that often. So, Eight of Cups. That tells me that you were looking to fill a void. Have you found that void? I'm not asking these questions. Shut up, Libra Empress. Do your shit. Can't ask me. You answer them. Okay. The Two of Cups in reverse says that you're dealing with an unhealthy codependence. So maybe someone's codepending on you. Yes, they are. But you're also feeling unclear about what you're doing. You're very hesitant. Or you were, anyway. Oh, yeah. I think sometimes you came off being insensitive and hot-headed and unpredictable. Very cocky and brash to someone. And you're okay to step through this energy because this is your energy. Like, you're not going to be an emperor and empress unless you go through all these emotions and the cards. And then, you can step through them anytime you want. It's just about learning. But, yeah. It came off as that. Currently, you're calling judgment, ending a situation to begin something new, gaining victory and success and recognition. But you're still having an inner conflict. You definitely are. You're very self-reliant. And yet, you're being betrayed again. Right? Deceived, sabotaged. Very defensive. And yet, you're still trying to make that difficult choice. Someone is very infatuated with you. They're watching you. Like a lovelorn lover. You are having a hard time with home and work. You're imbalanced. It has a lot to do with your hostile environment, whether it's work or home. In your possible future, I see that you're not feeling as if you're going to be accomplishing quite anything yet. Alright? You're feeling gullible, but you're trying to come at something from a new approach, so you're on the move. You're definitely on the move. You hit Empress, so you're in motherly energy. I see that you tackled that Donkey Kong all the way up to fucking Empress energy. So all I see left for you to do is tackle the Emperor, and then you got the whole deck. So there's that. You could also be dealing with a Libra, or someone who has Libra in their chart. The Page of Cups is still more infatuation. Someone loves you, is watching you. The High Priestess here tells me that you're out of touch with your intuition. Very out of touch. We get that way sometimes. You feel as if, or you're going to feel as if your work is mediocre and you need to work on your skills. And you will. And yet you're still all work, no play, and very slow. Which is ironic because that's why you're not celebrating or accomplishing anything. You're still working on it. We're tweaking the outcome. And yet you will feel mentally unprepared. Or maybe whoever you're with is feeling mentally unprepared. The bottom of the spread tells me that you're going to be on the move, possibly with a Cancer. You are clinging to a past that no longer is there. And you're having quite a bit of legal difficulties. And it has to do with this Three of Swords situation. And I see all work, no play. It could be that you're dealing with heartache, jealousy, loss, right? Or it could be that you're being cheated on, or you're cheating on someone. That something takes priority over your relationship. or you're bringing outside influences into your relationship to pull you guys further apart. I can't pinpoint it down, but I know it's there. What I can say here is that you're working, your work life and home life is off balance. So that could definitely be the cause of it. So don't throw their shit out the balcony windows just yet. Okay? Have proof. You're definitely feeling off balance. But I mean, that's how life is. It's a balancing act. Everybody tries to keep their shit together. One way or another. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's fucking not. But whether it's easy or not, it's still worth living. Because you only get these experiences here. Alright. I'm going to say I love you and bye-bye, my beautiful Leos. I'm going to head over to Virgo and shuffle and do that stuff. So have a great day. Well, hello, my beautiful Virgos. We're going to do you in a second. Give me a second to separate these and shuffle. I'm going to be slow forever. Alright. Dealing with choices. Oh, I guess you're getting two. Alright. One more deck, I promise. We're doing Virgo right now, and then after it's Libra, then it's Scorpio, and then Sagittarius. Alright. At a weird angle. Past, present, possible future. Alright, my beautiful Virgos? Future is not set in stone. In the past, I see that you had reached your Empress. So you know that regardless of what's between your legs, whether you're male or female, you have two energies, masculine and feminine energy, right? And you leveled up to the Empress, which is your feminine energy. Not to mention, you could also be dealing with a Libra. I see you had a lot of inner conflict, but you're working with someone who was very confident, which left you feeling paranoid, full of anxiety, hopeless. And yet you were still trying to keep going because you were exhausted and worn out, feeling as if you could not finish. You're dealing with a Three of Swords situation. Alright? It was a betrayal, but it could be so much more than just that. Alright? I see you were being manipulated, possibly by a fire sign. Yeah. This is someone who is very self-reliant, very entrepreneurial, might have their own business. I also see here that you are hoarding yourself. You didn't want to give too much of yourself. Oh, it's a corset. It looked like a metal glove, kind of like the like the metal glove from Robin Hood Men in Tights, where he smacks him across the face. Fuck. All right, back to your reading. I'm sorry. So the King of Cups tells me that you're dealing with a water sign who is an emotional bully, very cynical about humanity, bit of a negative Nancy. Currently, I see that you're exhausted as all hell, but you're gaining victory, success, and recognition for what you're doing. The only problem is that you're at a crossroads. You're trying to figure out which way to go, and you're a little off balance. Could be dealing with Sagittarius. The Eight of Wands in reverse tells me that you're feeling stalled and delayed. It has a lot to do with your anxiety. And you're feeling definitely overexposed. But you've reached your Empress energy twice here. So you're on top of the world there. Very motherly. You could be fertile. You have an air sign who is coming up with rash conclusions. You do. And they're very perceptive. They're watching you, stalking you. In your possible future, I see that you're feeling as if you no longer need to discover. You have everything under control. With the Death card, you're ending a situation to begin something new. But you're feeling very isolated and alienated. Too self-reliant. Now, with the Devil in reverse, it tells me that you're either dealing with Capricorn or you're recognizing your personal vices and wanting to detach from them. But you're definitely unsatisfied with your social relationships. But you're trying to find balance between your heart and your head. Not to mention, with the Justice in reverse, you're having legal difficulties because of your hostile environment. You could be going to court for child or custody. Or court in general. Because of some shit that went down. With the Eight of Wands, you're going to be traveling. As I throw that card. I threw it. Without throwing it.
That's it. I'm talented.
You see my fat head. Alright, so you're dealing with someone who is very, how do I put this, irresponsible. I mean, irresponsible human being. Definitely. More isolation and alienation. So, something happened. You were definitely betrayed. At the bottom of the spread, or maybe you did the betraying. I don't know. Excuse me for my hiccup. Okay, so the bottom of the spread tells me you have many options, many choices. Some of them are strings attached. You're feeling trapped. But you're being guided by someone in the distance, someone who's watching you. They're infatuated. Soft stalker. Oh yeah. But you're also dealing with a lot of added responsibility. Again, could be dealing with pregnancy. Or did I not say that in this reading? I don't know. Huh. Alright, I hope that this helped you, my beautiful Virgos. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Have a wonderful day. We're going to move on to Libra. Hello, my beautiful Libras. My name is Libra Empress. And it's going to take me a minute to shuffle. So, thank you for your patience. And for being here, everybody. Alright, let's get started. See what's going on. My beautiful Libras. Past, present, and possible future. Remember, when we get to the future, not set in stone, and you have a choice in the matter. That is what's so beautiful about this. Past energy tells me that you are very happy. But with the Star card in reverse, this tells me that you are emotionally drained. Let me tell you something. Me too. Me too. Burned out, huh? Working your ass off day and night. 9 to 5. With the key. I feel that you stepped into being very caring, full of wisdom. But there's something you just could not compromise on with someone else. Also, there was an unhealthy codependency. Yeah, there was. You're dealing with a very perceptive, maybe you are being perceptive, watching what's going on. Maybe watching someone. You came to rash conclusions, I see that. Once again, 2 of Cups in reverse. Unhealthy codependency. So you're ending a situation to begin something new. I also see that you were forced to do something you didn't want to do. Okay? 4 of Swords, you were in mini hermit mode, where you got in an argument and, you know, had to go lick your wounds. Being forced to do something you didn't want to do. You're also dealing with an irresponsible Emperor energy, possibly an Aries. Currently, you're very generous. Very, very, very generous, but you're unsatisfied with your social relationships. You are being told to look within, pay attention to your intuition, but I feel like sometimes you're battling a mental illness, right? Overcoming depression and anxiety, it's not easy. Now you're being told to chill pickle, okay? But you're ignoring that need for rest, and you're still very weak and tired. Now a lot of it has to do with having that lack of an emotional connection. Oh yeah. Experiencing setbacks due to carelessness, definitely. And it's your destiny to overcome that. Someone is very infatuated with you, watching you, soft stalker. They're wanting to write letters to you, and they're frustrated they can't get through to you. And I think the reason why they can't get a hold of you is because you're very unpredictable, and you're very insensitive to their needs. You basically pulled a I don't give a fuck card, right? They can't find you. They can't find you. And it's so obvious where you're at, too. But they're just like, it's like, okay, so I have this scene. I'm going to totally use me as an example, right? When I was younger, my gram or, someone would ask me to grab them something. It was right in front of my fucking face. And I spent like a half an hour looking for the damn thing. And they'd pick it up and show me it was right there. But it's like, as soon as I started looking for it, there was a blind spot that was placed. And it's like, the harder they look for you, the less, like, it's like, it's easy to find you, but the harder they look, they're not seeing you. It's like they're overcomplicating it, overthinking it. Oh, fuck. Now, the Star card tells me that you're very emotionally drained in the possible future. Me too. But you're going to be juggling. You're going to work it out. If you're very impatient, you must be like me, very fucking impatient. Like, I can't wait for things to dry. I'm like, can you hurry so I can turn your ass over? Let's get this shit over with. I don't want to be here all day. That's how you're going to be. But they're also going to be dealing with inner conflict too, a lot of inner conflict, because you're being manipulated. Yes, you are. You're also dealing with someone who's very charming, romantic wise. And they make you feel gullible. Very gullible. And they're very emotional. Very, very emotional, intuitive. Maybe you're tapping into this too. Maybe you have this in your chart as like a moon sign, right? And it's like when you watch a show, like an action show, and you start breaking out crying and you don't know what it is, like like if it's your time of the month or what the fuck, just like out of the blue. You don't have to be, but you know what I mean. Like you get over emotional. Maybe it's just something that it triggers something in you, and I don't know. You are feeling very alienated and isolated. Like no matter how hard you work at what you do, you lose friends, and you know you're definitely going to go into hermit mode. You're going to be pampering yourself, and you're going to be very motherly. You're going to own this shit. Huh. Bottom of the decks tells me that you have material wealth, but you're still dealing with poverty. It's like that. It's like, yeah. So you're gonna be like in a hamster wheel. No matter how much you fucking pay off, and you get an abundance of wealth, but you still end up living poor. Like you pay off all your. It's like the saddest day every month or every 2 weeks or whatever, whenever the hell your pay period is your payday, because everybody takes your money and you get like hardly anything unless you're a really good saver and you don't have many bills. But I mean, yeah, but you gotta understand that we're all karmics in someone's story. So you were once a karmic, and so was I. It's all about outgrowing that cycle. You know, it's crazy. But you're in a hamster wheel, right? And like you get money, and then you're still poor. It's like a vicious cycle, and the only one who can break that is you, because you know what you want. You're off balance with this Sagittarius, but you're gonna be persevering on your skills, definitely. All right, my beautiful Libras. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna move on to Scorpio. You guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Scorpios. All right. Give me a minute to do what I've been doing this whole time. Reshuffling. How exciting. It's the highlight of my day. Alright, so after you, then it's Sagittarius. And then I don't know if I'm going to go live and do the you versus them. I'm still working on that in my head. I'm a Libra. It's going to take me at least a couple months to figure out what I want to do. Going slow. I wish I could go faster, like have a pre-shuffling. There's me trashing my cards, fucking them everywhere. You're welcome, Myra. Okay. Let's get going on this, my beautiful Scorpios. I've wasted a lot of time. You guys ever notice that tarot readers have like the same names on some of their shit? It's like they have like copy and paste options where they're like, this is a great title, I'll save this for later and then I'll reuse it. And I'm over here like, I don't fucking know how to name this video, or I know what I'm gonna name it, and then after I film the video, this is why I go live, because I don't remember what I'm gonna name the videos. So like if you ever look back at my videos and it goes, oh shit, oh snap, oh wow, that's because I couldn't name it. I knew something excited happened, but I couldn't name it. The Trivial's a big writer. So I named my shit way before. Alright. It is quite a warm day today. It's really pretty out. How's the weather where everybody else is? You see how lazy I was on the on the picture? I didn't even pick a picture out. I just reused the same one from like last week. Oh god. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I should be more thoughtful, but you know. I just figured I'd go live for you guys because you guys missed me. Or you didn't. I don't know. I missed you though. I know that for sure. Alright. Before you, we have 3 really crappy piles. Sorry. Okay, past, present, possible, future. Remember, when we get to the future is not set in stone. It can change anytime you want, alright? Yeah. Past energy tells me that you are dealing with an upside down Libra. I'm just kidding. Can you see the toes? Oh man, I hope I got a laugh out of you on that one, because that one makes me laugh. I laugh at myself. This is what Libras do. They laugh at themselves. My toenails are cute, huh? Alright. Let's get serious. You are actually dealing, or you were dealing with legal difficulties, but you pulled through. You gained success through recognition, and yet someone had you feeling gullible and in your head, so you had a bit of an inner conflict in the past, right? Yes, you did. Because, you know, you were under attack. But you stood your ground. Fought your depression and anxiety. Maybe even the person you were arguing with had mental illness as well. It's not an easy battle. But you both pulled through. Yeah, you both pulled through. Victory, success, and recognition. Yeah, you were very patient though while gaining progress. Definitely. You definitely got a lot of divine gifts. And at times I feel that you were very bored. Like, why is there a magnet, a coin, and some scissors there? What's that about? There's a bird. Is that like oatmeal? No, it's water. It looks like fruit floating on oatmeal. God, where am I? Oh, I'm thinking about food. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it tells me that that you feel as if sometimes your work is mediocre and you need more skills, and that's okay. Currently, I see that you're gaining security, but you had a tower moment, or almost had a tower moment. You prevailed. Yeah, you prevailed. But how you prevailed was that you were all work and no play, so constantly working. And it was a bit of a struggle, and you were still feeling gullible, but not in a bad sense. But you were being told to pay attention to your intuition because there are secrets around you. You are also very off balance, possibly with a Sagittarius energy. But that doesn't stop you from finding peace, contentment with family and whatnot, which is nice. Your anxiety was definitely fading because everything was working together. You could have a black cat or have seen one in a weird area. See, in yours, you keep getting the Fool in reverse, but now you got the Fool upright, which tells me that you got an extra pep in your step and you're willing to take the chance and start a new journey, heading towards the horizon, sunrise, right? I'm over here trying to be philosophical. This shit ain't working. Okay, in the future, you're going to be very generous. You're going to be ending a situation to begin something new, but you're going to be feeling overexposed. And it has a lot to do with this Ten of Swords, which is a deep-seated betrayal. See, everybody's taking from you, constantly taking, and you're just like, can you please fucking put that shit back? Get your hand out of there. I worked my ass off for that. I need that. Go get a job. Do your own shit, right? Could be this water sign. Yeah, or fire sign. You got the Horseman of Cups, which is someone who, it's like your knight in shining armor. Very romantically charming, but very fucking irresponsible. Even though they pretend to be responsible, right? It's like, well, let me think about this for a minute. Yeah, you're dealing with an earth sign, a water sign, and a fire sign. Or they have these in their placement. So it's like they're romantically charming, they're irresponsible, and yet they still work hard. So there's that, distance. Page of Wands. So you got new inspirations. Definitely new inspirations. And you're traveling, you're taking action. Maybe this person's taking action towards you. But you're getting a whole new added responsibility and burdens. Taking it to the next step. The bottom of the spread tells me that you're not making much of an effort. And yet, with the Nine of Wands here, you're enduring. You're on guard. You're completing tasks. You're having the willpower to keep moving forward. But you're over worrying over money and health. Me too. Alright, you're not alone there. But you're still going to be dealing with a strings attached situation. So, like, say your pay period comes right after the last day the rent's due. And you talk to your landlord or whoever, right? And you go, well, I get paid the next day after it's due. Can I just pay you then? Yeah, sure. But you're going to have to pay like $150 extra on top of your rent because it'll be late. And it's like, really? Fucking nickel and diamond me in this crisis? What the shit is that? But that's life, you know? It's unpredictable. Landlords can be that way. Especially mine. Just everybody's trying to make an extra nickel. A couple thousand nickels. Yeah. Nickel is 10 cents. 10 cents times 1,000. I'm going to go do calculations later. I'm not going to tell you the answer I get right now because obviously I'll come off sounding dumber than a box of rocks. And you know, a box of rocks is pretty damn smart. There she goes again, trying to count. Oh, it's only Friday. We all got Friday fever. Because we're all hoping that Manic Monday don't come and instead we get Margarita Monday. Then there's that special day of the week called Hump Day, where people might get pregnant. Oh, fuck. You can definitely tell I'm tired. I get funnier to myself the longer I've been awake. Alright. Thank you so much, Scorpios, for being here. I appreciate you. I love you all. I will see you later. We are moving on to Sagittarius. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't spell that. There you go. You could be Sage. That's a cool name. I can't spell today. I can't spell any day. Alright. My beautiful Sagittarius, thank you for being here. I love you all. Let's get going on this reading. I'm going to have to shuffle everything, sorry. almost done shuffling it out. Just got one more deck. Sorry. Remember the good old days where I only owned one deck? I know, I have a choice. I choose to use all of them because then I feel bad for not using any of them. That's the trials of being a Libra, okay? It's either all or none. Because then I'm like, well, maybe I should use that one and then not spend too much time on it. So that's why I just was like, fuck it, we'll just do all of them. Give you everything. Kapow. Alright. Remember, past, present, and possible future. When we get to the future, not set in stone, alright? You can change it anytime you want. Free will is a blessing in disguise. Or is it in disguise? Because I don't think it's in disguise. It was kind of plain text there. In the past energy, my beautiful Sagittarius, you were trying to keep your emotions in check. And you're wanting to start a new beginning with someone, right? But you were having a difficult time deciding. And what you decided came with strings attached. So maybe you came back to a relationship and decided that you would have rather been there and the strings attached were to straighten your shit up. Or, you know what I mean? Or maybe had them straighten their shit up. Okay? It's kind of like that. And I see that you were looking in the mirror and realizing that you needed to recognize your personal vices and you were wanting to actually detach from them, become a better version of you. Basically shed that karmic skin. Does that make sense? Because we are all karmics in someone's story. A lot of tarot readers, they make karmics out to be the worst people in the world, but here's the thing is that everybody's a fucking karmic at one point or another in their life. It's all about the learning. Alright? The learning journey. And sometimes karmics are just people who are stuck in the same vicious cycle and not learning from that lesson. And that's why we have soul contracts and whatnot. Come here to learn. I see here that you were gaining your wishes and dreams, so everything was going good. But you're dealing with a dysfunctional family that has problems, okay? Including you. You're realizing that you're human and so are they, and some shit needs to be handled. So you're working on it, which is beautiful. And you are releasing all that anxiety. It's fading and whatnot. Oh, yes. Because you have a lot of long-term prosperity, or you were reaching towards it, which led you to the sun, which is warmth and happiness and courage. You're having the courage there. You're being very generous, though. Very motherly. Even if you're a dude, you can be motherly. It's just all about being kind. But the person you're dealing with, the King of Swords, they're mentally unprepared for the shit that's going around. This is an air sign that they don't know if they're staying or going, basically, alright? And that's not necessarily a good thing, nor is it a bad thing. It's just that, let me use an example. Say you love someone, right? Really love someone, and they love you. And you get married and everything, and 5 years go down the road. And one day, you know, after so many years of saying, I love you, you know, you meant it, or they meant it, right, at the time. But then, one day they're like, actually, I'm not in love with you. I don't love you. I've fallen out of love with you. You know, shit like that, right? It really gets to you, and you are honest and true with your end. You know, very sincere and whatnot. And for them to do that to you, and then they leave, and you're heartbroken, and you're left trying to pick up your pieces and put them back together. And finally, you're healed, and you're moving on, and you're just everything's good. You're no longer breaking down at the sound of their name or anything or anybody reminding you of them, right? 6 months go down the road, and they call you, and they're like, "Please take me back. I love you. Let's try again." And you want to try again. You want to give them the benefit of the doubt. So you do. You get back in a relationship with them, right? And then every time they say "I love you," in the back of your mind, you're like, "Are you sure?" Because I mean, I take it at face value that when you say something, you mean it, and you told me you didn't love me, and you know you're always gonna be questioning that. And so this person is probably questioning that, and it has a lot to do with the dysfunctional family you're in. You know, you're just two people trying to work shit out, right? And it could be broken, and trying to believe you again, or you believe them again. Do you know what I mean? It takes after breaking something, it's not going to be as strong as it once was. But I mean, two people can make it work if you really love each other and you've realized what you've lost, and you're sincere about both wanting to take the next step and make changes to better yourselves, you know, because you want to be a part of a team. So currently you are dealing with betrayal, right? You're getting a lot of negative feedback on stuff. You're getting your wants, but you're not getting your needs met. But you're being blinded by the truth, right? Right in front of you. You are. You're being blinded by the truth. And it's causing you a lot of inner conflict and disharmony, discord, and hostility. Competition, basically, right? With the Star card in reverse, it tells me that you are very emotionally drained. And you're feeling as if you have a lack of an emotional connection, right? You're not on the same page as you once were, but you're trying to work towards that. Yeah. And you're wanting to start a new beginning. You feel as if you're a puppet being led, right? That their energy is always surrounding you. Yeah. Because it is. I mean, there's a thing of burden. Like, oh my God, I can't even think. So you're dealing with extra burdens and responsibilities, right? Of trying to pull things back together. Yes, you are. But you're being stingy, being a hoarder with your energy, with you. You don't want to put yourself in anybody's situation. All right, you just want to do you. I think at times you feel a little trapped, like everybody wants to pull you every direction. In your future, I see you're not going to be making an effort. Okay, remember, not set in stone, but you're not making it much of an effort. You're dealing with a lot of anxiety. You're feeling as if your path is unclear and full of burdens, but someone loves you. You're starting a new love. You know, things are coming back together. There is going to be a deep-seated betrayal. Yes, there is. And your established situation is very unstable. It is. Once again, you're going to be feeling as if your work is mediocre and you need more skills, as if no matter how hard you try, it just doesn't match up to what you want or you expect. You're very drained. You keep giving and giving of yourself and not getting much back. you know, you're calling judgment. You are accepting the situation and everything because with these binds that keep you together with your partner, and if you have children, you know, it just makes you stronger. It does. And with you feeling stronger, your anxiety is definitely fading. Bottom of the spread tells me that you're not taking things in moderation, but you're working your ass off, making sacrifices, and you're ending a journey to begin something new, ending a lesson. Alright, my beautiful Sagittariuses, I love you. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Libra Empress. Please don't, if you've lasted this long between both videos, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. I won't beg for any of them, but it'd be nice if you joined our zodiac family, you know. Dropped a hay threw a football at my head. I don't know, maybe a shoe. That sounds better. You could do a Skechers. I don't like Skechers, but I must be the only person in the world that hates the brand of Skechers. They're so tacky looking. Oh, fuck. I'm an airwalk person. I'm simple. Alright. There's my bias. Yes. I love you all. I don't know if I'm gonna do a you versus them spread later. I gotta go to sleep now. I've been up all night doing shit for 2 nights in a row. I will see you guys later. I promise I will get my shit together so that I can get back on track. But, you know, it's hard sometimes when people are awake and yelling at their TV. I don't have a space of my own. Yeah. But you don't care about that. Alright. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe. Bye.